Hello everyone, and welcome to my new YouTube channel. This is my first video, so hopefully it's not too bad. I've never done anything like this before. I've never done any videos. I've never done anything on YouTube. So, at worst case scenario, it can only get better from here, right? Anyways, thanks for sticking around this long. My name is Rick, except for when I'm in trouble, and then my name is Richard. Just ask my mom if I'm really in trouble. It's first name and middle name. When I'm on my vacation with my friends, my name's Jorge Loco. You can see this picture. This is the kind of crazy things that happens when I go on vacation with my friends. So again, new channel here. I'm calling this Loco Projects, basically because I feel like I'm a little crazy for doing this. I've never liked being on camera. I usually hide when people pull the cameras out. I like taking pictures, I just don't like being in the pictures. And like most people, I'm not a big fan of public speaking. I mumble a lot, I don't enunciate, so I have to be aware and work on that. Anyway, I'm starting this channel for a couple reasons. I'm about to buy a new house. Well, it's a new house to me. The house was actually built in 1948. It's not in bad shape, but it does need some work. I'm going to be doing some renovations or improvements or updates, upgrades, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to try to do most of that work myself and document it as we go along. I'm also going to be doing some woodworking videos. I like woodworking. This house that I'm buying has got a 2-car garage that I'm going to build out and make it my shop. So I'm going to be building some tables and furniture. I haven't decided if I'm actually going to build my own cabinets for the kitchen. Once we get into the property, then I'll be able to assess that better as to what I'm going to do myself and what I can, order cheaply without breaking the bank. That's what I want to do, is do videos and build projects that anybody can do. I have, I would say, basic or intermediate building skills. I work with tools here and there. I'm not afraid to build stuff. My old house I was in for a little over a year. I built a bunch of stuff. I'll show you some photos of that. We'll go over some stuff that I've actually built before so you can see what kind of skill set I have. But by no means am I a master craftsman. I'm not a journeyman tradesman. I would say I'm semi-skilled, but mainly I like using tools, and I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty and try to make something. So the background noise I'm sure you can hear, that would be my co-host. Her name is Coconut Rum Chata. She is a bulldog mix. She's part Old English and part Alapaha Blue Blood. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. That's a breed somewhere down in Georgia I've never heard of before I found her. So I gave her a toy so I could make this video here and have some free time, and she's just making sure that her presence is known here, making all this noise. She likes attention. Her name is Coconut, but basically just goes by Coco, or Coco Nutty, or Coco Butt. See, she's making more noise. Also, Fatty McMuffin, because she likes to eat. Puppysaurus Rex, or most of the time, I just call her Puppy Loco, because if you met her, she's a little cray-cray. I heard one time that to have successful commercials, you just throw in some cute puppies. So throw up a couple of photos of Puppy Loco, and you'll be hooked. So we'll see how that works for me. I've got 0 subscribers, so at this point, anything can work, right? I can't get negative subscribers, at least that I know of. I'm going to have to check and make sure I don't get negative subscribers. Alright, enough about Coco. Back to the purpose of my channel here. While I was looking at houses, and I'm downsizing considerably from the house I showed you earlier. For I'm by myself. I don't need a huge house like that. Way too much space. I didn't use half of that house. There were rooms I put boxes in when I moved in, and boxes weren't touched until I moved out a little over a year later. Another reason why I'm downsizing is my personal situation has changed as well. I left a 20-year career in banking and finance to pursue a career in the trades. I did trade school for a few months, and I got a job framing houses for a few months. And I'm sticking with physical labor jobs, skilled trades, and staying away from banking. So I'm basically at entry level wages, so I have to look at starter home. In my area, starter homes are all older, they're out of date, a little bit run down, they're smaller, built in the 40s, 50s, 60s. So I'm looking for houses that were going to need some work, and I would do that myself as much as possible, or houses that have been renovated already. Some of the houses that were renovated already are way overpriced. They're priced outside the market. They're not going to sell. And some of the houses I looked at that were in my price range, I got outbid on a couple, and there's a couple that were just needed too much work that I didn't want to get involved in because one thing could lead to another. The problems that I saw, it's the question about what kind of problems I don't know about that I didn't see that could really uh, eat up all of my money. I don't have a ton of money to do this with, and I'm not running up lines of credit anywhere to do this. I'm trying to be very smart about this and give other people a good idea as what they can do and save some money at the same time. Something you can do yourself, buy a tool, buy some materials, and do it yourself. It's going to take you a lot longer. There's going to be a learning curve, but it's going to be cheaper than paying a professional $50, $75, $100 an hour to do that for you. One house I saw was advertised as newly renovated, and the work was pathetic. Cut corners, cheap materials, things weren't level and flush, floors were warped and slanted, there were soft spots. The house should have been torn down. And they're going to try to sell this to somebody else. And there's just a ton of problems there that weren't addressed. Basically, you know the phrase, they put lipstick on a pig. That's all they did. Paint and carpet. They're all trying to do flip a house, paint and carpet, without actually fixing any issues with the house. They're just trying to make it look nice. So after I saw the house and I'm putting offers, I'm researching videos to find ideas and skills, techniques, products to help me renovate this house. And I came across the video that said they bought this crappy 70s house and they're going to renovate it. Okay, so that got my attention, and I'm watching the video, and the guy says that he's used to working on $2 million and $5 million houses, and he's gonna renovate this house and rent it out and show middle America how they can do this on their budget. Well, 10 minutes into the video, you find out he bought the house for $450,000 and he's gonna put $75 to $100,000 in there. Well, the middle America where I live and people I know can't afford a $500,000 house, and they can't afford $100,000 in renovation. So that's where I came up with the idea. This is a starter home. It's an affordable house. If I lose my job, I should be able to make my payments while I'm collecting unemployment. That's how cheap this house is going to be. This house is going to cost less than his renovation budget. But this is something that people who are average, middle America, in my area can afford to do, not renovate a $500,000 house. New homes around here don't even sell for $500,000 unless you're in a very affluent neighborhood. Well, this is the house. This is what I'm going to be renovating. I'm actually going to move in the first floor, renovate upstairs, and then move upstairs and do some renovations on the first floor and the basement whenever I get around to that. So it's about half the size of my old house. It's got a small fenced in yard and a 2-car garage that you can see over there. But this is what I'll be calling home. Closing is in about 3 weeks, so I may do another video or two with layouts and ideas of what I'm going to do. I don't know how much traction this video is going to get before I actually get moved in the property, but if you watch this and you see this, give me ideas, make comments, subscribe so you can follow along with progress. Give me ideas, give me tips, give me pointers. Again, I'm not a master craftsman, I'm not a master carpenter. I'm just a guy with some tools. I'm gonna rehab this house, and you can follow the journey with me. So thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you again soon.